Yeah, we are live, Patrick.
Sweet.
How was your drive over here?
Oh, it was okay. Again, I saw a Granny Tokyo drifting on the way home from the VA, and she was bent like that, sliding, just full on drifting. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna take it slow. And of course, people are already complaining online about how people aren't driving the speed limit and things like that. I'm like, this is the first real freezing kind of drive you had in South Dakota. You got a lot of people out there, maybe the first time they're driving in this stuff, maybe the first time they're driving in a new vehicle like I was.
Sure.
You don't know exactly how it's going to handle. Be a little patient. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Well, yeah. Just always have the thought process of drive to arrive. So I learned that from a former coworker of mine that I don't know where she works now, but she left Beal Distributing for another sign place. And yeah, that was always her thought process, was always drive to arrive. Because she always complained about how people would cut her off and stuff like that. And it's like, and then all of a sudden when she drives past them, all of a sudden they're in a ditch and stuff like that. So
yeah, and it's one of those things. I try and give people patience, and I get frustrated too. I tend to leave a little bit later than I should sometimes. I get it, but it's like if you're stepping on your gas pedal doing a 50, doing 50 and a 40, whatever have you, is that you're oftentimes I end up right behind you anyways. Did you really make it that much farther?
Sure. Yeah, my drive wasn't. Yeah, driving from work to home to drop off my nephew was a little, like, especially going down that hill up there by Flying Jail. It was like I hate going downhill.
Yep.
But once I got back into Brandon, the roads were, for some odd reason, a heck of a lot better. So they must have started when it sanding it when it started snowing. So they were all prepared. Unfortunately, with the rest of like Rice Street and stuff like that, they weren't really sanded because most of that road's taken care of by the county.
Yep.
And so nothing against the county or anything like that, but they're just sometimes they don't go out right away.
We have to have it this tonight because it's not Thanksgiving without having people worry about if their family's going to make it or not.
Right. Yeah, my buddy Tanner, it was all planned that he was going to go down to meet his wife down in Orange City tonight, but with how much work stacking up, I don't know how much he's going to stay late for that. And then the snow and ice on top of that, he's going to probably stay in Sioux Falls tonight and head down there tomorrow morning.
Yep, just makes more sense.
And the unfortunate thing is, once he leaves here tomorrow morning, once he gets to Orange City, then they have to drive to Norfolk, Nebraska.
Norfolk's not that bad.
All right. It's just getting to a place and then having to.
It's better to take off at 6:37, have people driven on the roads for a bit, and have everything be done.
Right.
Because it's supposed to die out, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's enough warm up for there. Welcome to Rainbow Live Presents Wednesday Night Lights with your hosts
Patrick
and Casey. Welcome tonight. Hopefully you guys all stayed safe with all the conditions we have outside. Nice and snowy and icy a little bit. Well, not total snowy, but still enough to affect our driving, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys drove safe. And since we are having a pretty decent audience, those of you are probably at home watching us, so at least you're safe somewhere. With no further ado, we'll start off the day with the question of the week, which is a two-parter.
Okay.
It's all Thanksgiving themed. What are you most thankful for? And then the second part is, what are you looking forward to at Thanksgiving dinner?
Okay. So what I'm most thankful for is we are halfway done with the flooring in my house, and we get to have a couple week break so we can get everything kind of set up back into some of the rooms, and the rest of the rooms are starting back up on the 9th. But we kind of have that little break in between so we can kind of get resettled, have a living space that is functioning, have my wife be happier. Everything's going to be nicer for that.
Right.
As for Thanksgiving, we are going over to my brother-in-law's house, and he makes a pretty hefty Thanksgiving dinner. I have not liked sweet potatoes and yams until I got to his sweet potato and yams, and basically just pour brown sugar down my throat. It's really what it is. I love it. But it's, I'm looking forward to having some of them yams.
Yeah. What I'm thankful for is the fact that, and this is both of them actually coincide with each other. We're going to be going over to my brother's house for Thanksgiving, and it's going to be, most of my siblings are going to be there, except for one that lives out in New York. To my understanding, all the rest of them are going to be there with their children and stuff like that. And that I'm thankful that we're all going to be able to get together for that. And the thing I'm looking forward to the most when it comes to the dinner is it happens to go with Christmas as well, is the turkey, especially the dark meat. I've just never been a huge fan of the white meat just because it's just too dry.
See, I'm a white meat guy because it may be a little drier, but you pour enough gravy on there, put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
Right. And then my dad's mashed potatoes are just awesome every year. So
I see. Back when I was up in Aberdeen, I had a buddy up there who he would do second Thanksgiving after you had, so you'd have your dinner with your family, and then around 7 o'clock he would pull out a prime rib, and we'd go over to his place, have another Thanksgiving dinner, and watch the late night NFL game.
Okay.
And I miss one thing I will miss from his place. He would make this stuff called corn bake, which is basically like cornbread and cream corn and enough butter to give you feel your arteries hardening as you eat it. But oh my gosh, it was good.
Well, that's awesome to hear. Both our things are just great to have, and that just sounds pretty awesome. I guess we can start off with sports ball.
Hooray, sports ball.
We'll start off with some restock.
Restock, yay.
2023 select. So this is going to be last year's. It will have, I believe, some of the draft class from 2024 in it and some XRCs. For those of you that don't know what XRCs are XRC cards that are found in these. You basically, it's a code that you put into Panini, and then they send you that specific card, whether it's the first quarterback drafted or second or third, and the same thing with what running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and then defensive players.
And sometimes they go out and you have like jersey cards too, I believe. Like you get like a card, you get an NFL jersey instead, and they send you an NFL jersey, which is fantastic.
Yeah. And with some of those XRCs, they can be autographed as well. And then if you get the right one, if it's autographed and then a silver prism, some people love those because that's just really shiny. And so that's with our 2023 select. Any other? This is also a restock. We have 2023 Optic from Donruss. So same thing. It's just last year's or the 2023 draft class. Unfortunately, this one's not going to have anything to do with 2024. So if you want anything of that, you're going to have to go with any of the other products that say 2024 on it, or the select. So with Optic, that one's also the same kind of sense when it comes to Donruss cards, which Donruss is usually on that lower tier of value. But with the Optic, it raises the value a little bit just because they're kind of like the Prism and the select. Yeah, flashier. Now, getting into some of the newer stuff for football, we have 2024 Donruss Elite, and it has everybody's favorite Viking that didn't play this year, J.J. McCarthy, right here on the cover. And with these ones, it looks like it says, look for exclusive status die-cut parallels. So, and then on the side, it says 3 parallels and 2 inserts.
And then they have a new look for the ultra rare first class insert. Yeah. So I'm guessing that is like the first pick class of this year.
Yeah. Anybody that's first ultra rare, first class. So anybody that was drafted and that upper tier. Now getting into other stuff that's brand new for this year, we have 2024 Bowman Chrome, which is brand new. So this is going to not have what we've had for the last couple of years of those that are now in this year's draft, like Caleb Williams and Bo Nix and stuff like that. It's going to have everybody that's in there now, which will include actually everybody in the Midwest that's collecting David Raiola, the quarterback from Nebraska.
Nice.
Who models himself after Patrick Mahomes. The way he warms up, the way he looks, it's just kind of interesting. That's the blaster box. This is the mega box. For those, just to let everybody know. And then also we have the hobby box for those of you that are more hobby collector, where you can get the this one says look for autographs. So it looks like we're having a lot of stuff that's not guaranteed autograph. Oh no, never mind. Said something too soon. This one has 2 autographs per box, and this one
it's got the asterisk by it, so it's not.
Yeah, on average, you know. And this one's one autograph, so, and I know the blaster's not going to have guarantee. So right here we have 2023, 2024. So this is last year's. So another restock for basketball, Panini Prism Mega Box, it looks like. This one comes with, look for exclusive wave prisms. And God, you got to love that Panini logo just covering everything.
It's nice that they're writing surfing cards.
Right. But yeah, exclusive wave prism, exclusive autograph wave prisms, and then also Prism Mania inserts. So ooh, that's kind of cool. And then debut edition of Phoenix for the 2023-2024 restock for basketball. So those of you that are interested in getting this particular box, again, we get this back restocked on the shelf. That's it for sports ball.
Hooray, sports ball.
Did you want to start out anything from the non-sports ball?
Let's go right into Pokemon.
Woo, Pokemon.
We have the, I'm going to mispronounce this, Terabagos EX Ultra Premium Collection. Look at that shiny, shiny, shiny box. It reflects so well. I think it's a giant turtle-looking thing on the front. Uncover hidden treasures with Terabagos EX. So you're getting one foil promo card featuring Terabagos EX, one foil card featuring, so all these fancy foils get in there, 8 foil basic energies, 1 magnetic 3-card protector with base. So you got the protectors right there for those flashy cards, a playmat, a deck box, a metallic coin, 6 damage counters, 2 collector's markers, 18 booster packs. So you're getting a whole lot of stuff in one nice go. You got a Pokemon collector in your family, a great Christmas present. Put it right underneath the tree. They won't see that one coming. Going into D&D, speaking of the holidays, we have a Dungeons & Dragons 12-day adventure advent calendar. Ooh. 12 days of fun. You're going to get mini dice and holiday dice, including bagged dice bag and dice tray. 12, it's got, and that's what it's saying that it's got listed in there. It doesn't really say what specifically you're going to be pulling out, but you're going to get some cool stuff in there. It's got some ornament stuff. It's for your D&D lover. It's festive. When are you going to see a gelatinous cube with a little bit of holly on top?
There you go.
When are you going to see a beholder wearing Christmas lights? Honestly, it's fun. Along with that, we got 2 new sets of, or at least new to us, sets of blind box figures. We have Icons of the Well, or Icons of the Realm, for the quest from the Infinite Staircase. So you're going to get some classic pieces in this. We got Mind Flayers. We got a wolf in sheep's clothing. We got this pretty little guy on the back. We also have the 50th anniversary. Now this says kind of cool because it's celebrating 50 years of Dungeons and Dragons. So you're going to have some pieces in there that are based on the original art from the original Dungeons and Dragons monster manuals, along with the updated kind of versions of those. They have this golden one. The piece I'm looking for, the golden dragon here, with that is in the shape of the D&D asterisk, and that's just fun stuff. Bouncing back to Pokemon.
Yeah, bouncing back to Pokemon. We got a Build and Battle deck here for Surging Sparks. So those of you that really just want to collect those Pokemon cards that are electric, I'm assuming this is the majority of what this one's going to be.
Hitting hard on the electric.
Yeah, which is actually kind of cool because, you know, some of those electric Pokemon are actually really, really cool. So
then we're hitting hard on HeroClix this go around, because we've got Black Panther HeroClix in the 64 collector set. We've also got the starter box with T'Challa and with Killmonger. And then going on with that Black Panther, we have Black Panther again with Claw. So you've got a whole bunch of Black Panther stuff going on.
So it makes you kind of wonder if this is like this is T'Challa and this is T'Chaka?
No, it's still T'Challa.
It's all T'Challa?
Yeah, I would assume so, but they may be saying something different on those. I have not played HeroClix myself. it's another dangerous thing I don't want to get myself into, because I will just get myself into way too much trouble.
It's neither.
Oh,
this is actually Shuri.
Oh, you know.
So Shuri and Claw. So
fair enough.
So you have T'Challa, Shuri, Killmonger, and Claw.
Woohoo! And going off with that, we have the starter set for 2025 for the DC side of things. So you're going to get, it looks like a lot of the Justice League going on here. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Blue Beetle. We got the Superman Up and Away iconic HeroClix. So it's got the a Superman and a telephone booth going on in this one. And just when I thought I saw it all from HeroClix, we've got Beetlejuice. It's showtime, folks. Now, I've not played HeroClix myself, but I really want to see how all of these interact together, because just kind of have the DC Marvel.
Right.
I've seen some stuff that is Star Trek based, so toss in Beetlejuice. Why not?
What, Beetlejuice take on the USS Enterprise?
That could be it. You know, I would like to watch that Star Trek episode.
Right. It'd be interesting. Just the back and forth of just it would kind of do what they did with that Halloween thing they did last year, but instead of it being the holodeck, it's Beetlejuice going all around the
Beetlejuice versus Q. That's the matchup I want to see.
There you go. Well, and the cool thing is both those actors are still alive, so just make a short of it, right?
Absolutely. Epic rap battles, where are you at?
Right. I haven't seen them in forever. At least anything new, anyway. Have you?
No, I haven't. But then again, I haven't gone down the YouTube rabbit hole recently.
Ah, true. I have their thing saved. I haven't seen anything pop up. So, but anyway, that finishes off our non-sports ball stuff that everybody loves to collect. Now we're going to get into Funko Land.
Yay, Funko!
Woo. I guess I'll start off here real quick with some. Looks like I got all Disney over here. So we're going to start off with those of you that are Black Panther collectors. We have Killmonger, Glow Panther. So this one glows in the dark. This is new to us. It was only found at Target. So it came in a collection just recent. So those of you, like I said, if you're collecting just Black Panther figures, or if you're just trying to get a whole Marvel collection, we have this guy in. Continuing on with Marvel, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. We have Groot with the little bomb that he argued with Rocket back and forth which button he should press.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. No!
That was always such a great scene, especially watching that in the trailer. And then I know a lot of people love collecting these gingerbread ones, which is that specifically Disney or is that all of Funko?
They do. I've seen Marvel ones. I've seen DC ones.
Okay.
I have not seen any Star Wars ones yet. But I see a lot of the Christmas themed, like during this time of year, you see some Christmas themed Funkos out for different ones.
Sure.
I've seen Groot with Christmas lights on him. I see we got a Santa Freddy Fazbear over in the new to us stuff over there that I didn't grab.
Yeah.
So we got some stuff.
Oh yeah. And just by looking at the table, I didn't even realize that was there. You have the Hulk and Bruce Banner in the background, or Hulk in the background of Bruce Banner. So that looks pretty cool. But anyway, back to this one. We have Gingerbread Scarlet Witch for those of you that are really huge in collecting those gingerbread ones, because I know those are decently popular.
Oh, yes.
And then moving on to Star Wars, speaking of, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So those of you that are collecting Star Wars Funkos or just really love Obi-Wan Kenobi, we got that in today. So what do you got, Patrick?
So with mine, when I think Thanksgiving, the thing that people talk about the food, people talk about football.
Mm-hmm.
People forget about the movie marathons.
Right.
So that's kind of where I went with that here. So when I was a kid, one of the big ones was we'd toss on James Bond. So we'd have the James Bond marathon going on TBS.
Sure.
And if it wasn't that, we'd have Star Wars. And I saw Kylo Ren or Jedi Knight Revan. He hasn't been in the movies. It would be awesome if they did a Revan movie. It's one that I've not seen in the shop before, so I figured I'd highlight him. But Star Wars, I think it's that holiday season, because there was that one-off holiday special that never got aired again, but I think it's on Disney Plus now.
I believe so, yeah.
So yes, it's that's out there for your viewing pleasure or fear.
I guess for a side note, real quick, for Revan, who would be the perfect? Everybody says I don't know why I'm not thinking of his name right now. John Wick.
Keanu.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is everybody's pick that I've seen all over the internet. What would be your perfect pick, or your preferred pick for Jedi or for Revan?
I'm going to go older as well, but I'm going to go a little bit different. I'm going to go Idris Elba.
Okay.
Because I could see him being that powerful force who had been to the dark side, but after coming back, that choice of maybe not being as that I could see him having that crisis of faith.
Sure.
But going back to the Funkos, I always remember seeing during this holiday season they will have the Harry Potter movie starting and they'll keep them going. So I got Hermione Granger.
I don't think there's ever been a movie marathon that's not been Harry Potter for any of Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's. So.
And then for my family, we would watch old 80s movies, and I saw John Winger from Stripes, one of my favorite movies, one that I don't own and need to. Just a fantastic, funny film. Go watch. If you're not into football, grab pop some popcorn after the turkey. Watch a few flicks. Call it a night.
Well, all in all, a lot of good picks from both sides. A lot of good things to offer you guys, whether it's a restock or a brand new item to us. But yeah, we're open till 8 o'clock tonight. Drive safe, drive to arrive, like we said earlier in the video. If you can't make it tonight, we are not open tomorrow.
We are open Black Friday.
Yes.
And do we have anything going on for Black Friday?
We do have a few sales. I'm not exactly. I'm trying to. Let me check real quick on the Facebook page to see if we have it, because usually we have that advertised. So Rainbow Comics. Hey, it says we're live.
Oh. Well, you may just have to stop in and see what's going on, but we're going to have some sales going on, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Probably on back issues, on the up top wall comics, probably on some trade paperbacks. Great for stocking stuffers. Great for that person on your Christmas list who may be a little bit different to shop for. Talk to the staff. We'll have some picks for someone you got.
All I have to do is look in the same area. So this is what we have. Oh, come on.
Black Friday. We got 50% off of comic book specials. Specialist is not included. 50 off trade paperbacks. 20% off of HeroClix. Doorbuster specials and trading card specials as well.
Yep.
So it's going to be worth coming in. We're going to have some fun.
Oh, yeah. And with those trading card specials and those doorbusters, we're not going to find out for that until Friday. So unfortunately, you can't ask us through the stream or even on the Facebook page until we actually know on Friday. But yeah, like he said, 50% off comic books. It does say special issues not included. So I believe that does include everything above the
everything above the rim, shall we say?
Yep.
So
and I do believe that the sale does not include new books. So
fair enough.
You can check to make sure with anybody that's working on Friday on that to make sure, but I do believe that is the rule that we always have is nothing on new, brand new books for the week. So those of you that wanted to buy your books today and then I was like, oh, I want to wait till Friday. No, you can't do that. So I guess that ends our show. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys had as much fun with this as we did tonight. Like I said, drive safe, drive to arrive.
And have an extra slice of pie for me.
Oh, yes. And enjoy that awesome